Man, this is live. Anything can happen. Man, this is live. Anything can happen. Man, this is live. Anything can happen. Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
And what if you fuck up?
Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
I'd be pissed scared I'd get a boner or fucking fart or something.
Man, this is live. Anything can happen.
Shut the fuck up, man. You're making me nervous.
Hello, I'm Conrad Bain. Tonight on Different Strokes, we're starting a special two-part show on a very sensitive and important subject. Now, we urge families, children, and parents alike to watch both of these informative episodes and then to discuss the problem presented, which is of deep concern to all of us.
Every time. Every single time. I'm just going to not mute it at all during the opening so you can hear me over here moving around. Anyway, back to the junk room, everybody. It's me, the junk man, back on mute again. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Anyway, I was saying, we had fun this morning on the pop culture in the morning. We talked Mad magazines, went through all memories of them. I talked Star Wars toys, Black Series toys being announced today. What else did we talk about? The Thing from NECA came out. Well, pictures of that. Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty fun show. And I got a new video up if you didn't see it. I don't know why. I don't know. Let me just bitch for a second. My videos are tanking this week. I don't know. The live streams are doing good. Of course, they're low. They're always low, but they're doing really good. You guys seem to like them. But the normal videos are tanking horribly. I don't know why. Maybe it's the weather's changing and people's out and about a little bit more or something. But today's video I thought was going to at least, I was like, okay, this is going to be a good one. This is a collector that found some rare Star Wars stuff. That's going to be really good. And of course, you guys, the guys that watch everything I do probably saw it. But it's getting those non-subscribers to tune in. But it was like down 80-something%. Oh, well. Sitting here trying to go full-time now. And the normal videos are dying out. But hopefully it's just a fluke thing, maybe. So we'll just see how they go from there. I like that topic. If you didn't check it out, as a collector, his dealer, and he found baseball cards and was selling them, and he found some I'm not going to say it for anybody who didn't see the video, spoiler, I don't want to spoil it. He found a very cool Star Wars item, at least a shitload. Well, I'm going to say shitload, about 16, 17 of them. Okay, good now. Okay, somebody said they couldn't hear me again. Okay, so we're here. We're back now with Thursday. What we're going to do Thursday? Monday, Star Wars talk. Star Wars Monday. Tuesday. Yeah, I need some alpha brain here. Tuesday, Toy Talk Tuesday. Tuesday will be toys. Wednesday will be, what did we do yesterday? I don't forget. What did we do Wednesday? Indiana Jones Wednesday. Thursday, right now, maybe Trek Thursday. That's my plan right now, Trek Thursday. I might change it. I'm not sure, because I thought about doing a series once a week where I talk to a YouTuber. One of you guys out there that have a YouTube channel, maybe one that's just starting out growing, you need some more, some more eyes on your stuff, I'll reach out. We'll get you on here. We'll talk about your channel. That's what we're talking about right now. Christopher helped me out, Indy. I remembered it, though. We're back here with the soundboard again. And of course the volume's down on it again. And I ran the volume through the Stream App Lab, and it still didn't help any. So I need to find a way to do the soundboard good, where you guys were actually placed through the system instead of through the microphone. Okay. Okay, y'all don't want to see me do that. Taco Tuesday. No, Toy Tuesday. Get you a taco, get you a Tuesday, get you a toy, and we'll talk about it. Okay, who we got here? We got 27 people in the live chat. I forgot to tweet it out there, so let me do that. I'm sorry, guys. I know y'all probably, last thing y'all want to do is watch me tweet something out, but I did forget to tweet out and Facebook it out. So let me just do that really quick, because usually I do that right before the show. I need a staff member. I need somebody to go on and tweet and Facebook all this shit out for me, don't I? So let me just do that real quick. Won't take really long, and then we'll get to it. I'm gonna rank all the Star Trek movies. That's right, all the Star Trek movies, from the first to the last. And probably I want to see what you guys think about it. You guys are probably gonna have a lot different lists than I do, so I think it'll be a lot of fun to see what you do right now. Now let me head over to Facebook really quick and tweet this out really quick. Sorry again that I didn't do this sooner. I should have. We are live. Okay, let me hit post. God, it's being slow too. So I'm going to rank all the Star Trek movies, and then we're just going to talk. Remember, I'm going to try to catch some chats. I probably missed some. I see a lot floating up right now that I'm probably not going to be able to get to. But you want to make sure I see it, send a super chat. You're not only just sending a super chat, you're helping the channel grow. You're helping the channel better. Feeding back into the channel, make everything better. Trust me. You're thinking, hey, it can't get any better. But it can. It can get better. Trust me, it can. Okay, I put it on Facebook. Let me go to Twitter real quick. I know, people's like, don't use Twitter. That's the devil's social media. But actually, I get a lot of pull from Twitter. So that helps out a lot. So live. Come join. Okay, again, if you want to make sure I see a chat, send in a super chat. But let's see. Let's check the room. Let's close that. Let me close that Twitter here before I see some nonsense going on.
Whatever you take a notion to, I don't aim to put you out none.
That's okay. Let's see. We got Ashley is here. Ashley is always here. Welcome back to the room. We got Raw Solos here lately. I've been seeing a lot of Raw lately. In fact, I saw he followed me on Twitter, and I followed him back. Yes, I did. If I recognize your name from the chats and stuff, I'll follow you. And usually if you're a member, he's a member, so he gets automatic follow anyway. Dan Robertson, Chris, Dan, Jason, Connor, Jedi, Calvin is here. We got Daniel, we got Carter, we got Ashley. I think I said Ashley already. We got everybody. Where's Samantha? Samantha's usually in the morning, I think. We got Darren Stevenson. I think he was on Bewitched. Has anyone suggested that you refer to yourself as junk person? To be more particular, I wouldn't be surprised. And then Chris always sends in a super chat. I appreciate it, Chris. It means a lot to me, and he just lets me know that is a super chat. We're going to give him one of the new ones. In fact, I'm going to give Chris something else. No, I'll go wait on that. I was going to give Chris something else. We got something else special coming up, but we're not. Let's just give Chris. Let's give him a number, a K. I almost said a number. Here goes, Chris. Shucky ducky quack quack. That's what we're gonna give Chris. Let's give Chris another shucky ducky. Chris deserves 2 shucky ducky quack quacks. Shucky ducky quack quack. You're right. Okay, don't ask me what that means. And Ashley, oh my God, Ashley sent in a super chat. Thank you so much, Ashley. Means a lot. Ashley's always there, back in the channel. Means a lot. Here you go, Ashley. Let's give Ashley.
Now the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a...
Okay, now. We can hear about a... Okay, Fez.
Standalone fruit.
We'll give Ashley a 2 also, being that she's... let's give Ashley... Here goes Ashley.
Hey, Jumpman Channel popping though.
Jumpman Channel. I don't know. I love the soundboard. Okay, I'm weird. Okay, Chris. I'm not special. Yeah, you are special. You got 2 sounds. You are special. Motion picture is just slow but good. Says Raw Solo. Roger is here. He's hi, Junkman. Hi, Roger. He's got a little icon of Alfred E. Newman that we talked today on the Pop Culture Show, where we looked at... I rock too much, don't I? Now, we looked at Mad Magazine's cover. That was a lot of fun right there. Okay, so let's see if there's anything. Let me get to this before. Let's do this here. First, let's talk about 2 new shirts. I meant to bring these up this morning. I didn't. We got a Jabba the Hutt shirt. Let's pull that up so you can see it really better, so you can't see my face. Check these out. I got a Jabba the Hutt sitting on this, the Kenner Jabba sitting on this throne. Got Salacious B. Crumb, and you got Biff Fortuna over there. So you guys probably saw that one. This is another one I did kind of late last night. What the hell? Well, I thought I had another picture. See if I can pull up that other picture real quick. It's showing that it's on here. Huh. Now that's weird. It's showing that it's in the files. Let me see if I can pull it up again. Again, live, anything can happen, right? Shirt. Where is my shirt? 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 I must have deleted the icon. Oh, well, we got a Brave Star shirt. Anyone remember the toys Brave Star? I'll just tell you about it. You can check it out it's on Twitter and Facebook, and it's at junkmanmerch.com. It's got the cowboy from Brave Star, and it says all my heroes have been cowboys or something like that. The Waylon song, if you know Waylon right there. All my heroes have always been cowboys. So what else have we got? Let's pull this up. Let's have a little fun with this right here. This is our comment of the day. The Ab has reached out to let me know how to make my channel better. Abe says, this is painful. Learn to edit or learn to do it all in one take. Now I did go check Ab's. Ab have some good suggestions about making the site better. And I'm always there to listen, take some advice. I went to his channel. He had 1 subscriber and no videos. But I guess he thinks it's easy to talk for 15, 20 minutes without messing up once and then having to come in and start all over. You do mess up right at the end. So I'm glad Abe, I don't know if it's Abe Lincoln or not, but I'm glad he's here to help out. We got another super chat. I almost said super shit. Brian sent in a super chat, says keep on tracking. Tracking. I need that shirt. I said earlier today I was going to make that shirt. I'm going to get on it tonight and make that. Let's give him. Let's see. Let's just do a random one. Always I'm going to do a random one, then I start looking.
Penis is what boys have done in front.
Yes, penis. The next super chat's going to get something special. I'm going to give the next super chat something special. Not anything free. Not just something better than a soundboard. Okay, Brave Star mirror shooting gun. Okay, I don't remember that. We got Christopher here. Ha ha ha. Pin for a yeah. I always like to pin the smart ass comments. I always like to do that. Is that being a smart ass? And I always. Raw Solo has saw that I have a new logo. I meant to tell you guys that monitor the room, the YouTube supporters, that we got some new logos out there. So I see that he's found them already. Jedi found them before he even mentioned them. So there you go. And there's a badge you get for how many months you've been a member. There's some new badges also, but I don't think anyone's gotten there yet. Because it's like a year badge I think I added. So it's cool to see Chris. That was Chris. Chris is putting new icons up there. You can see them right there. We got, of course, my nose is itching. Sorry, guys. I'm not over here trying to snort any cocaine or anything. As you can see, Chris has got the Sleestack, the Blue Snaggletooth, Fred Sanford, the Junkman, the original Junkman, an icon of me, and my old Star Wars Junk logo. So, but y'all ready? Yeah, let's go down. We're going to run down the top. There's 13 Star Trek movies. At first, I was like, how many are they? There are 13 of them. So, we're going to... Oh, Chris. Okay, Chris wants the special. Okay, Chris. Chris sent in a super chat again for $2. Thank you, Chris. But here is a special video soundboard just for Chris.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Chris, there you go. Thank you. You get a special soundboard. A video clip. How about that? No, that's not me. I'm not related to that guy. Although I agree with him. You have some chili. You got to go grab yourself a Mountain Dew. So I can. So, we got some more video clips coming also. So okay. Jedi said I'm starting up a Star Wars. Romanvan. I can't read. YouTube channel Junkman. Have a Star Wars video up ready. Shameless plug. Well, check out Jedi. Jedi's site. I guess you can click on his name. It'll probably take you there. The original Junkman. Hey, somebody's got who took the original Junkman? Hey, come on now. I just said the original Junkman. He's already, man, that was fast. Whoever made that did that pretty fast because he's got a picture. God, I'm having a stroke here. Having a picture of Fred Sanford. So let's just go through. Let's start slowly about these Star Trek movies, and we're going to start right here. Let me pull up my list. I do got a picture, but let me pull up my list just to make sure I got the right names here. Number 13. Now, I'm not saying it's the worst Star Trek, but it is on my list. It's 13 out of 13 movies, so to me, it is the worst Star Trek, and that's Final Frontier. I don't even like the name of it. This is the one. I might need some help later with some of these, trying to remember which movie is which, the plot of some of these. I haven't seen them in so long. This is the one where I think Spock's brother shows up and they go to find God. I think that's, if I remember correctly. Whew. And I think that's the last of the original crew movies. Not a good way to send off the gang, man. Not a way to send off the gang, to be honest with you. They could have done better than that. So let's just see here. Steven says part 5. Old Fred is fast. And it was awful. Some other people saying it's awful. People's agreeing with me on number 13. Now, you're not going to agree with me on this list a lot. People's going to say, what are you talking about, Junkman? You are one white fool. Yeah, and then I know Chris, no, who is it? It'll probably be Raw Solo. He's probably going to go.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Yeah, that's, every time he's in the chat.
Hey, where are the white women at?
And I'm over here. Okay, that's enough. Stop playing around. We want to get on to the next Trek movie. Number 12. This one I messed the picture up, so I got to go over here to get the picture to come up. Undiscovered Country, number 12. I never really liked this one either. I think I've only seen it one time, but I think that is David Niven. Is that his name that plays the Klingon that was in Time After Time? Really bad guy back in the day, man. Let me move over this way some. Well, now the mic's in my way. Oh my God, I got a picture in the way or I got a mic in the way. David Niven, is that his name? 6 was incredible. Jedi says 6 was incredible. Raw says boo. They don't, like I said, maybe I have to see it again. David Warner. You're right. Who's David Niven? David Warner. Let me go over here. You are right. David, you are right about that. David Warner. What a great villain back then. Is he dead now? I'm guessing he is. 6 is the best, says Raw Solo. Again, I only remember seeing this when it first came out. I haven't seen it since then. So maybe if I rewatched it, my list would change. But right now, that's my list. Let's go to number 11. Are you ready? Probably not going to agree with this one either. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do here? Oh, okay. I know what I did. Okay. The Search for Spock. I don't have The Search for Spock. Number 11 out of 13 movies. It's at the top of the list. It's not a good one. I don't enjoy it. I remember I watched it. Didn't really know what was going on. I hadn't seen this one in years. I couldn't remember following it. I just thought it was stupid at the time. Spock's reborn. Spock's still alive. It just seemed a little crazy to me. So I never could get into The Search for Spock. And I think how can you name a movie that's a spoiler? It's a spoiler in the title, The Search for Spock. Come on. You know they're searching for Spock. But I guess anybody knows that going to see the movie. Blue Harvest says Star Trek 3 is amazing. 3 was amazing. He said, whoa, I love the stealing Enterprise scene. Yeah, that was a pretty good scene. I remember that. Like they kind of went rogue. Star Trek Voyage Home. Some people are saying Star Wars fans should stay away from Star Trek, and here's why. Hey, I'm a big Next Generation fan. So, we've got number 11. Search for Spock. Search for Spock right there. So let's see who else we got here. Okay, the first of the Next Generation movies, Nemesis. This is when Picard meets his son as a Romulan or something. It's hard to keep up. It's a pretty good. I can watch it and enjoy it. It's as good as an episode. It's better than some of the bad episodes. Not as good, of course, as something like Best of Both Worlds or some of the other good ones. But I am curious what you say. The original Jumpman brought up Deep Space Nine. I can't get into Deep Space Nine. I got to force myself. I love Next Generation. And about season 3 of Deep Space Nine, I always give up. Which isn't fair, because I know even with Next Generation, the first 2 seasons are pretty bad, hard to get through. And it takes 3 to get into it. And everybody's like, you got to stick with Deep Space Nine until like season 4. I've got to force myself to get back into watching that. Burgerholder says he loves Search for Spock. A lot of people do like it. Nemesis is one of the bad ones for sure. Bottom, yeah, I put it in the top 10, but it's still one of the bottom ones. I can watch it. I can put it on. It's not a movie that I hate, that I was like, oh, can't stand it. I can put it on, sit back, and enjoy it for what it is. A Next Generation episode that's 2 hours. Number 9. Here we go. Let's see some feedback here. People's going to say, why ain't that number 13? Into Darkness. I don't know why this one gets a bad rep. I really don't know. A lot of people hate it. And I went to the movies and saw it, and I said I really, really enjoyed my time watching it. And I had to hear, what's going on, man? That's horrible. I heard so much bashing about this, and I could not understand why. Why? I mean, I enjoyed my 2 hours. I'm not saying it's the best movie ever, but hell, it's better than Final Frontier. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry. Okay, somebody tell me in the chat what's wrong with Into Darkness without bringing up Wrath of Khan. Tell me in one single sentence what's wrong with Into Darkness. And that's the one I ever hears like bash on it. They say, well, it's got Khan in it, and the Wrath of Khan. Well, now just look at it as a whole different movie. Go into it. I just went into it thinking of the 2 hours. I enjoyed my time. I liked Into Darkness. Great cinematography. Yeah, it does look great. Into Darkness is good. Just didn't need the Beastie Boys song through. Well, yeah. You know, when it comes to music for Star Trek, it seems the music that they know in the future is classical music. It seems like it's all they're into, unless they're time travel. When they go back in time, like Voyage Home, then they hear rock music for the first time, or First Contact, they go back and they hear loud music. But it seems they're more sophisticated. All they know about is classical music. I like the blood healing as an issue. Yeah, I never like in any movie when they use something to bring somebody back from the dead. So yeah, I give you that. I mean, it's not a perfect movie. There's little things I wish they didn't do, but overall, I sat there. I enjoyed my time watching it, and that's what I go by. Insurrection, right here. This is where Picard got him a little love action in this one, and I think Data died in this one. Did he die, or was that the other? I get this in Insurrection and Nemesis mixed up all the time. But this is the one where they found like the Fountain of Youth. Again, it's not a bad movie. It's as good as a Star Trek episode. It's better than any of those episodes of Star Trek The Next Gen where Deanna's mom shows up. So it's not bad. It's better than Data's Day or some of those season 1, season 2. Again, it's not bad. I can sit there and watch it. It's the Next Generation episode. That's 2 hours. Number 7, Star Trek Beyond. This is about one of the few Star Trek movies I remember seeing in the theater over and over again. I think I saw it like 4 times. I really did enjoy Star Trek Beyond. Yeah, go ahead. Pick on the new movies. Say whatever you want, but I love them. I love Star Trek Beyond. This has made it into the top 7. It's not the best Star Trek by far, but I think Chris Pine does an excellent job as Captain Kirk. Go ahead, scream at me if you want to. Data died in Nemesis, says Raw Solo. Thank you, Raw Solo. I'll give you a super chat for that one. Not a super chat. Ooh. Why ain't my sound working? Okay, try another one.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah, we'll give him that. It wasn't a super chat. But remember, super chats, make sure I see the chat. If not, we'll just try to catch up. But Beyond, Star Trek Beyond, it seemed kind of like an old classic Star Trek episode. I mean, sure, it was a little different, and everything, but it seems overall, the storyline seems like something I would have seen on the original show. So I really like Star Trek Beyond. So let's go to another one right here. Start off at number 6. We're not in the top 5 yet. We're at number 6. Here it is, The Motion Picture. Now, this got a bad rap. A lot of people in the 80s, when I was little, used to tell me, oh, don't watch The Motion Picture. That is horrible. That's the worst Star Trek movie ever. I like it, damn it. I like Star Trek The Motion Picture. It's slow. It's boring. It's like a Star Trek, the original series. It's probably the most out of all the original crew movies. It's most like the television show. It looks amazing. It's not the greatest story in the world, but you just really get caught up in it when I watch it. And you give it the time. You don't go in looking for an action sci-fi movie. You will enjoy it. I really like this. Jedi called it the slow motion picture. Yep, the slow motion picture. But hey, I like it. It's not great. I can understand some of its flaws, but overall, for a Star Trek movie, I think it's the one that's most holds up as being part of the original show. I got you, Jumpman. I like the new Star Trek. Thank you, Spoonie Lee from Up Above is back in the room here. Great score, too. Yeah, it does have a great score. We're going to start with the top 5, but let's catch up on some of these chats real quick. Ashley says, LOL. It takes like 10 minutes to get to the... It takes 10 minutes. It takes 30 minutes to get anything started in that movie. It is a slow movie. You have to put it on. It's a slow burn. You have to be in a Star Trek mood, and you have to have a free time. And you can enjoy it. Robert Long says, remember Captain Picard always told Wesley Crusher to shut up, Wesley. I need to have that on my soundboard. I need a shut up Wesley. I do. That would be a good one to have on here.
Now the blueberry.
I did the blueberry.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Okay. Well, just a rehash of original episodes. Yeah, I mean, I can see its flaws with it, but it's good to sit back and watch. Now, here's something for you before we go to the top 5. Before we go to the top 5, here goes.
Mr. Crusher, set course for Starbase A. Gene, you're adorable. B, you're so beautiful. C, you're a cutie full of charm. D, you're a darling. And E, you're exciting. And F, you're a feather in my arms. G, you look good to me. H, you're so heavenly. I, you're the one I idolize.
Okay, let's get back over the camera before YouTube pulls me off. I don't think that's from an episode, but I thought you guys might enjoy that. And it's really funny to me watching it on mute. It really gives a whole new meaning. So we're back at Star Trek here. Star Trek, we're going to start off the top 5. And I think you all know what my number 1 is going to be. I mean, I talk about it, tell you all the time. What my number 1, just checking over the chat, still real good. Okay, let's start off the top 5 with The Voyage Home. It's just this is the first Star Trek movie that was just fun. You had the motion picture that was slow and boring, but I enjoyed. You had, of course, Wrath of Khan, that's exciting. But Voyage Home, they went back to Earth. It was just pure fun. By the end of it, I get a little bored with it, so maybe I shouldn't have put it so far down on my list. But it's just one of those I can put on, really have a good time with it, and have a lot of fun watching. So, I don't know, maybe you guys agree right there. Fish out of water story, someone says. Yeah, Raw Solo, you're right, fish out of water. And I like seeing him interact with the new stuff. I like to see him pick up his mouse and try to talk to it, and like he doesn't know how to work the computer and everything. I really enjoyed that. And number 4, the first of the Next Generation movies, is when Kirk meets Spock. When Kirk and Picard meet up in Generations. Again, I really enjoyed this. I can see the flaws with it. Again, it's not a great story. There's Kirk's death, I wish was a little better. I don't hate it, but I wish it was a little better. And then it's got the whole time element thing where you sit there and break it down and you think about it. It makes no sense. I mean, I know the guy, Dr. Soren, he's got to blow up these planets so this wave thing in space comes to him. He can't go to it. But they showed at the beginning of the movie that it hit a ship, that it ran into a ship. So why didn't he just park a ship in front of it and let it run into the ship like it did back in the original days? And there's no time. And where Picard says, hey, let's go back to any time I want to save everybody. What time does he pick? Like 10 minutes before he blows up the planet. When he could just, hey, let's go back a month. And he went back and saved his little Renee from dying in the fire. I don't know. When Dirk says, oh my, I like when he says, oh my. It's kind of like, okay, he's dying and he sees, Kirk has seen it all. And then he's dying and he sees something, that he just can't believe what he's like, oh my. You think, what in the hell did he see? I like that. But I guess he didn't say, oh my. What about Q? I love Q. I hope Q, I didn't ever let Q show up in a movie there. Generations, what the fuck? Junkman has been. What is wrong with Generations? What is wrong with it? I love it. Again, I know it's not the best, but it's Next Generation, man. I love it. And here we go. Whoa, I'm choking over here. Bringing this one up. Number 3 of the best Star Trek movies is the one simple titled Star Trek. That's right, the reboot. I love this movie. I can watch this movie over and over again. I think Chris Pine is excellent, but I want to tell you what the best part is. I don't even see him in this damn picture. The best part of the Star Trek reboot movie is Carl Urban as, oh, that's Carl Urban right there in the middle. I said it wasn't there. I was thinking he had a beard for some reason. Right there in the blue. Spock's the one that's not showing. Yeah, Dr. McCoy. I really love it. I hadn't really seen Carl Urban. I think that's his name, right? Carl Urban? Or was that a country singer? I haven't really seen him in much, and I love him as Dr. McCoy in this movie, man. I really enjoy. I wish they would have given him more in the other movies. He's great. He could have his own series, a Dr. McCoy series. I would go see it. I'm not a big fan of Dr. McCoy in the original series. Chris Pine does an excellent job, not trying to be William Shatner, but trying to be his own Kirk. But it's got kind of the mannerisms, everything of Kirk. I really enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed the story. I think everybody did really great, and I wish we could get. I mean, it's better than Discovery, but I really love Star Trek, the reboot movie. That's number 3. Number 2, and you're not surprised at all, The Wrath of Khan. Everyone's favorite, but mine. It's a good movie. I think it's with the search for Spock, I think it kind of cheapens the end of this. If they let Spock die here, this would have been one of the most epic death scenes in movie history. But of course, at least let him die for a couple more movies. But bring him back 3 or 4 movies later. But it cheapens to me the ending of the movie, knowing Kirk's not gonna die. But it's when you first see it and you don't know that. I mean, Kirk. Did I say Kirk? When you don't know Spock is gonna die, it really does move you. Yeah, so I think we all know what number 1 is, right? We all know what number 1. Remember, we all know. Let's just go on with it. We all know. Hey, look at everybody. I put Wrath of Khan second myself. Oh, really? A lot of people put it as first. People say, hey, Junkman, what's wrong with you, Junkman? Here we go. Number 1. It's not anyone's surprise. Star Trek First Contact, number 1 by a lot. I love this movie. And I think the reason this should be number 1 is because I think with Wrath of Khan, you can enjoy it if you're a Star Trek fan. But I think anyone going in, don't know anything about Star Trek, can watch First Contact and really, really enjoy it. I love First Contact. But again, I will admit I'm biased when it comes to the Next Generation crew. That is my Star Trek. I watched Star Trek, the original series, when I was little. But it was Star Trek, the First Contact, the Next Generation that I really got into the 90s. David says a great score. Ashley says, oh, I love that one. Emmanuel in Space is still better. I'm sure it is. The original Junkman. Fred says I put it number 1, but I don't put it number 1. I respect the choice. Thank you. Tony says First Contact. Borgalicious. Yeah. And when I heard they were going to make it, I said, oh, the Borgs again? We're really going back to the Borgs already? Because it seems like whenever Star Trek didn't know what to do, they said, let's go to the Borgs. And I was really tired of the Borgs, but I really did enjoy it. First Contact and Generation are easily the 2 best Next Generation movies. Yes, they are. Generations is just fun, I think. It's just one of those movies, just like The Voyage Home. They're both just fun to watch. The Black Hole. Somebody talked about it. Ugh, that's a horrible one, The Black Hole. But that's a look at my ranking of the originals of the Star Trek movies, all 13 movies. Maybe we'll have another one. We're going to jump over in the chats and see what you guys think. Maybe put it in the chat what's your favorite, what your number 1 would be. Or what do you think the worst is? Let me know. We'll check that. And also, more super chats to make sure I see them. And we'll be right back, guys.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Danny.
Is Wesley here?
Yes, come on in. Everyone, you remember Wesley's friend, Danny?
Oh, hi, Danny. Hi, Mrs. Owens, Mr. Owens.
Hiya, champ. How's it going?
Well, I got AIDS, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
I did it again. I did mute again. Why do I keep doing mute? Sorry about that. Let's go back. Sorry about that. The worst is Nemesis, in his opinion. Connors is the worst. The original Junkman says number 1 is his motion picture. Christopher also said the motion picture will be his number 1. I'm just going to have to leave that mute alone. I like Search for Spock. I like Voyage Home. That's a pretty good one, too. Okay, now let's see where we at. Sorry about that. My favorite is Star Trek 2009. Is that the new movie? Well, I had it at number 3. I had it at number 3. I really do enjoy that one. I really think that's good. The Wrath of Khan is Daryl's first number 1. A lot of people, you know, what's odd about that is Kirk and Khan don't spend any time together. You know, I think they're on the viewer screen, but they're not in any scenes together. And for some reason, Khan knows Chekhov. Is that his name? Which when he met Khan, he wasn't even there. And you know Khan, I went back and watched that Khan one not too long ago, and I didn't realize Khan was 1993. That's his time period. He came from when he was frozen. My God, I love the 80s. I love the 80s humor. Thank you for that one, Junkman. Okay. Unapologetic. Oh, you're talking about probably the Mr. Belvedere clip. That was odd, wasn't it? Gonna go east on the beers before the show. Gotta go east. Oh, easy. You said east. Easy on the beers. You should show Spock singing about Bilbo Baggins. I have to look that one up. I'm not sure if I saw that one.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Okay, here. Throw that out. I gotta get some more video clips for you guys. Voyage Home makes me hungry for pizza. Now that makes me hungry for pizza. Reading that makes me hungry for pizza. Now, I got through that list a little shorter than I thought I would. So we still got about 20 minutes left. But don't worry, we'll find something to talk about. Usually the end of the show where it's more free-formed anyway. The last, 20, 30 minutes is more free-formed, where we're just answering questions. We're having fun, hanging out. That's what we're doing, guys. We're just hanging out. My local drive-in showed Star Trek 2 and 3 last summer. Oh, I can't think the last, other than the new Star Trek movies, man. It'd be good. I never see those Star Trek movies ever come back to the theater. It would be pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, Chuckman's popping though. Where is the drunk 3PO? Usually pops in here. I sent him a tweet and an email asking him to come on the show, and he didn't reply back. He didn't want no junk 3PO. If you see him on his live stream, say, hey, check your email. Junkman, try to send you email and a tweet. Get with him. Come on in here. I've got AIDS, but other than that, I'm fine. Other than that, I'm doing good. Isn't that crazy? That's like, And hope Joe enjoyed the important message at the beginning from Conrad Bain. Let's see if I missed any more. Again, super chats to make sure I see them. If not, who knows? But let's go back over. Let's talk to the next generation. Okay, that's the movies here. Go down the list again really fast before you came in. Final Frontier, the worst one. Undiscovered Country, Search for Spock, Nemesis. Starting off the top 10 with Nemesis, then Into Darkness, Insurrection, Beyond. The Motion Picture rounds up at number 6. And the top 5, The Voyage Home, just a fun movie. Like Generations at number 4. They're both just fun. I know they're not the greatest movies. They're just fun to watch. Number 3, the Star Trek reboot, which is just called Star Trek. I wish they would have given it a subtitle. Number 2, Wrath of Khan. Everybody loves that. And my personal favorite, First Contact. Now, I could do a whole anger video, about how Playmates ruined the Star Trek line. Was it First Contact? They just changed the figures. Like, from the 90s, from the TV show, everything, the figures were the same size. And even Generations, they got really cheap where they took out some of the joints. Some of the figures are just like this. I mean, they move here, but they don't move like the other figures. And if I remember correctly, sorry, I could be wrong, maybe, but I believe it was First Contact, the Playmates figures jumped in size, so they didn't even go along with the other ones you've been collecting for 10 years. Playmates, who Playmates thought that was a good thing to do? Can we talk about the retro line? Yeah, this is the end of the show. We can talk about anything we want to talk about. Christopher, what do you want to say about the retro line? Let's talk about it. Mego Star Trek figures are the best. Well, I don't know. I love those Playmates figures. Next Generation. But I was really into them in the 90s, collecting them and everything. So that's why. What's Doom Penis's favorite Star Trek movie? He's still trying to talk to some of his sources. He's not really sure. His sources is going to get back to him and let him know. But I'm sure it's probably something to do with Discovery. Doom Penis loves Discovery. The First Contact toy, yeah, the first, I don't know why they changed them up. They changed the size of them and everything. I have a full set of the First Contact figures. I got a whole box full of Next Generation figures, man. I even got the bridge and the transporter. I love that transporter. Art of Asylum Star Trek figures are awesome. Yeah, I always like them. They look really, really good. What does the retro line accessories fall in terms of vintage? Where does it fall? It doesn't fall anywhere near the vintage. It's not vintage. It's retro parts. It's just, I don't know. It's just a weapon that came with a retro figure. You might explain that one to me a little bit better, because I am a little slow. The Diamond Select Star Trek figures. Oh, we got Blue Snaggletooth sent us over here. Thank you, Blue Snaggletooth. It means a lot. Really helps out when you do that. So let's give him a, I was going to save Super Chats with a video, but I didn't get any, so I played my videos already, I think. So we're going to give you another. Here goes. Which one we're going to give you? We're going to give you a Shucky Ducky Quack Quack and then another one.
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
That's right, Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
I know that, dude.
Yeah, give him. I know you do. And we'll give you one more. You a nut. That's a conclusion based on fact. First Contact size sucks. Yes, it did. The Mego figures had a lot of potential that was never realized. Yeah, I never got into the Mego, the doll-like figures. I like the more the action figures. The Toys R Us that made us had an entire episode of Star Trek. They did, and Star Wars, and Ninja Turtles, and some others. The Mego Bridge is legendary. Yeah, my brother had that, and I used to play with it all the time. I love that play set. Jumpman, is it bad to mix vintage Star Wars with custom repos and modern? Hey, if it's your collection, do what you want to with it. Ain't good, ain't bad, it's yours. You do what you want to with it. Me personally, I don't mix them. I don't like repos. But hey, again, you do your thing. You do your thing. I'll do my thing. I ain't gonna never go to somebody's collection and knock it. Be like, oh, look at that. I mean, you want to do what you want to do. I do what I want to do. I always prefer 3.75 figures. So there go along with Star Wars toys. Yeah, that's a good reason too. And it's just they're more fun. I mean, they're more practical. Even as a kid, they were right size for the hand. They was right size for the ships and everything. The Megos with their cloth clothes. I just never could really get into it. I knew my brother had them, and I probably played with some of them, but I was getting more into the 80s stuff, and to me that always just seemed old fashioned. It seemed like old fashioned fast. Booger 1414 says, since at the time there were many other doll-like figures, there were potential to do not only more characters, but also more clothing options. Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised they didn't make more than they did, but I'm guessing, Star Trek was in syndication, then it was still a hit. But times were changing. When Star Wars came out and you had the Micronauts before that, they should have just revamped the Star Trek line. They probably could have done it. And well, they tried to do it with the movie stuff, the motion picture figures, but the motion picture didn't scream to kids, hey, buy my figures, let's play with them. Mego made 3.5, the motion picture figures. Yeah, I just talked about that. Mego is back, baby, says Mark Cole's drummer teacher. Okay, Mark Cole. I don't know who Mark Cole is, but you're his drummer teacher? That's pretty good. The Picard series was disappointment. Yes, it was. It's not horrible. It just doesn't seem like Picard. Didn't seem like Star Trek. Seemed like some CBS network show. And I tried to watch Discovery and couldn't get more than a couple episodes in. And it's not really Star Trek, but I love Orville. I love Orville, guys. If you haven't checked out Orville, really check it out, man. It took me a few episodes to really get into it, get the humor that we're going for. But I really, really love Orville. Sharky Mark, I'm late. Sharky Mark, that sounds kind of like
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. What did he say? I lost him. Oh, I'm late to the party, but one of the best Star Trek movies is Galaxy Quest. There are a lot of people say that's a Star Trek movie. It would be very cool if they made it, if they had the cast from Star Trek do that. And made a Star Trek movie where they played themselves, where they played the actors. That would have been pretty good. What's your favorite Next Generation moment? That one would take time to think about. Moment. I would have to think about that one a lot. Star Trek, the moment. I'm not really sure. I mean, what? Yeah, I would have to think about that. I can't think of nothing off the top of my head. I want to just pick one. Enterprise was great too. Well, what happened to Orville? Orville season 3 is filming right now. They took a hiatus, I think, but it's coming back. It's moving to Hulu. It's not going to be on Fox, the television channel, anymore. It's going to be exclusive to Hulu. So don't miss it when it comes back. Hopefully you got Hulu. But it should come back, I think, around September, I think is what they're saying. You know, I think they took some time off. They were going to take like a year off, and then the Cornelius fire was hit, and they took more time off probably. Jedi said it was delayed. Yeah, but I think they already announced even before the pandemic they were going to take like a year off. Okay, I agree. It is a Star Trek movie. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like a Star Trek movie. It's the closest thing. I mean, it's a Star Trek movie, just not called Star Trek. But yeah, check out the Orville if you haven't seen it. I might do something for the Orville when it comes back. I just rewatched them about a month ago. Scene 32 of Star Trek 6 is the best scene ever. Okay, if you say so, I don't know what scene 36 is. Kevin says Worf should get a show. Worf would be a good show, especially back in the 90s when they were doing real Star Trek. Worf would have been a good one. Scott Bakula was one of the best captains. You know, I never really watched the Enterprise. I need to go back and watch that, but I do like to hear Scott Bakula when he sings. Yeah, I do. I like to hear. I didn't hit the button right. I like to hear Scott Bakula when he sings. Okay.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Y'all tired of that clip yet? Scene 32 says Booger the scene where I died. Okay, I don't know what scene 32 is. The original TV Enterprise was refurbished and is in the Smithsonian. I went to Smithsonian back in the 80s. I don't remember if it was there. I know I saw Archie Bunker's chair. I remember that one. I would love to go back there. Scott B cannot do a Southern accent. Okay. Who is Scott B? Did I miss? Shirky Marsh says, watch Enterprise, if nothing else, for T'Poli, the Vulcan. Yeah, she's nice. The best, to me, the hottest on Star Trek, the hottest female on Star Trek. Of course, the hottest male is Riker. We all know that. So let's skip that. The hottest female on Star Trek is, I don't even remember her name now, Dax, Deep Space Nine. Now, I like Troy. Troy was good, too. And some of the season, Dr. Odd, Gates McFadden. Why am I forgetting people's names so much today? She started looking better throughout the series by the end. But I tell you who's really hot. Dr. Polanski. Whew. Whew. Every time I see Dr. Polanski, my pants get tight. And I have to ask my mom, why is my pants so tight? It's just all I've done different is look at Dr. Polanski. Hate Dr. Polanski. Dr. Polanski is the Jar Jar Binks of Star Trek. Dax equals hot. Yeah, she was on Becker. Remember her? She was on Becker. Did you know that Sabotage Soundbite was from Shatner? Did you know the Sabotage Soundbite was from Shatner? Sabotage, the Beastie Boys song? I agree, Dax. But I always had a thing for Crusher. Yeah, she, like I said, later, first couple seasons, maybe not later, she started looking a lot better. I guess she started getting that money from Paramount. But, Deanna Troi, too. They fixed her up by the end. She looks a lot better when they gave her a uniform than she was walking around in that bunny costume or whatever. But when they put her in that hot, sexy costume, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. He is in Enterprise. Yeah, Scott Bakula was in Enterprise and, of course, Quantum Leap. Let's talk about we need Quantum Leap Tuesday. Talk about that all day, man. Quantum Leap. I love that show. Dax, the girl that played Dax, married Adam Nimoy, Leonard Nimoy's son. I didn't know that. That's a shirt. Dr. Polanski is the Jar Jar Binks. I do have a Dr. Polanski shirt at junkmanmerch.com. Junkmanmerch.com. You can get a Polanski shirt. It's just really her big face, and it says under it, Polanski. Haven't sold one of them. Oh, I guess every series has to have their Jar Jar Binks, and Star Trek has Dr. Polanski. They got rid of her after the first. So after she came in season 2, end of season 2, she was gone. They learned their lesson. Troy in a miniskirt uniform. That was nice, but not when, you remember when Kirk and Riker then would wear miniskirts? They had the guys wearing miniskirts like their formal uniforms in the early seasons. Woohoo! Crazy. I need Captain Foley here if I'm going to talk Star Trek. Captain Foley, you need to come on in. Somebody go get Captain Foley. Troy in the miniskirt. Yeah, let me sure. Let's go up here see if I missed any. Again, super chats. Make sure I don't miss any of them. I like the Next Generation Star Trek episode where Data's on trial. Riker argues that that's a really good one. Where they're trying to decide if he has rights or not, if he's property of Starfleet. And they kind of work that into the Picard show. Not good, though. They could have done it better. But, yeah, I really like that one. I could do it. Ugh. What's wrong with me? I could do an episode of episode where we talk Star Trek episodes because so many of them are so good. I watched one last night that I hadn't watched from season 1 because usually I don't go back to season 1. But it was like these drug addicts and the people that had the cure knew they were drug addicts, but they said they had a virus and didn't want to give it to them. They wanted the drug addicts to pay for it, and the drug addicts were out of money. And I hadn't seen that one in a long time because it was season 1. It was really, really good. If you know what I'm talking about, check that out. Season 1. It's a really good episode for season 1 anyway. Troy is extremely annoying. I hate her. Oh, you hate Troy? Why do you hate Troy? Now, in the beginning of the first couple of seasons, she's kind of, I hate her hair in the first couple of, but by the end, I think Troy's pretty good. Now, if it's a Troy episode, I usually don't really watch it much. There's a couple ones where she did some good ones where she woke up and she was a Romulan. I really like that one. And then, of course, you had Gates McFadden, Crusher, had her own storyline a couple of times. What I understand, when she came back, when they wanted her to come back and they got rid of Dr. Polanski because they realized they made a mistake, she said, hey, I'll come back, but you got to give me one episode that's all mine, that I'm the star of that episode each season. And some of them, I remember the last season where she falls in love with her grandma's lover or something. There's one where Wesley, of course, is doing this experiment, and she gets into this time bubble, this universe bubble thing, and everybody around her starts disappearing. I love that episode. I hate Troy. Don't like telepathic. Yeah, it seemed like they kind of died down on her being telepathic until they needed it later in the seasons too. Guinan is coming back. Yeah, I heard Guinan might be in it. I heard Q might show up. Let's see, Enterprise. Let's see, Remember Me. That's the name of the episode. Thank you. Yeah, that's a really good one. Drug Addicts in Space. Yeah, the drug episode. It was a good episode. I hadn't seen it so long that I didn't see some stuff. I was like, okay, I didn't remember it, so that was really good. It's like almost watching a new one. The one where Troy answers the door to her neighbor in her nightgown. Don't remember anything else. Didn't she have like 4 episodes where she gets raped by a space ghost or something? It seemed like she was always getting raped or molested or touched.
Hello, I'm Conrad Bain. Tonight on Different Strokes, we're starting a special 2-part show on a very sensitive and important subject. Now, we urge families, children, and parents alike to watch both of these informative episodes.
Okay, I already played that. I ain't gonna play that again. Thought it was good timing. We were talking about how Troy was getting filled up by Ghost. Dr. Crusher and the Time Bubble. Yeah, that's a good episode. One of my favorite episodes. Now, I didn't mean to turn this into a Next Generation episode. I could do that. One of my favorite episodes is Worf. I think it's the one before the last season, where Worf, he's coming back from some kind of fighting championship or something, and he goes into another universe, and he doesn't know he's in another universe, but every time he gets close to Geordi LaForge, he goes, and does like that, and then he's in another parallel universe. I love that. I think it's called Parallel. I could be wrong, but I love that episode. If you haven't seen that one, check that one out. I always like those time ones about time, something about time travel or another universe. I always like that. Mr. Carson for WKRP molested Arnold Drummer. I think he actually molested Dudley. I think he was going after Arnold, but Arnold was too smart. Dudley wasn't. Agree, Kevin. Kevin says that Star Trek About the Drug is Kirk's son. Yeah, and Khan's son from The Wrath of Khan. Yeah, it's Kirk's son. Is that the other guy? I know he was in Wrath of Khan, but I didn't realize he played Wrath Wrath of Khan. I didn't know he played Khan's son. I'm losing my thought here. I really like Ensign of Command. I have to think about what that one is. Some of the title I don't remember that. What about Ensign Rowe? I can't think if I like Ensign Rowe. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Booger was in everything. Booger from the Revenge of the Nerds. I always call that one Crisis on Infinity Wars. Crisis on Infinity. Okay, give me a second there. Parallels. That's just Christopher. That's a really good one. OG Trek Rule. I try to go back and watch a lot of the original Star Trek, and I really can't get into it. Season 1 pretty good, but by the end it gets really, really bad. How about Spock's Brain? That's a really good one, right? Just Drink on Camera. Yeah, I knew Just Drink on Camera, and I do sometimes. When I'm getting some drink and I put on a clip, it's usually so I can stretch and move around, and just to relax a little, give me a power relax or something. I don't see how people do this for 2 or 3 hours straight unless they have a co-host. Paul Winfield. Oh yeah, I like that. I made a shirt that said, God, what was that saying? Something about when the walls fell. And I can't believe how many people bought that shirt. I didn't think they would. Ensign Rowe was sweet. Yeah, Ensign Rowe. You call her Ensign Rowe, and I call her Sunny, because that's who she played on Guiding Light, and before she was on The Next Generation. That's what I know her from more. That's what I think about when I see her. She was also on Seinfeld. She bought a big salad for Elaine. Gotta run away. Have fun. Thank you. Well, we're about to wrap up, so you're not going to miss much. Thank you for joining. Rogers is the one with Paul Winfield, where he's spoken stories. Yeah, that's a very good episode also. See, the War of the Arch for DS9, I have to go back and watch DS9. I never got more than season 3, and I need to. The original Jumpman, Terry Garr was hot, and she was in Star Trek episode. Oh, she was really hot in that Star Trek episode. Yeah, I forgot she was in that. You're right. Shaka When the Walls Fell. Yeah, I made a shirt that said that, or the other saying, one of the two. And I can't believe how many people bought it. I was kind of surprised. Christopher Lloyd killed Kirk's son. Oh, yeah. I forgot Christopher Lloyd was in Star Trek. You're right. Wasn't he a Klingon? Let's just see, make sure I didn't miss anything else here. No more super chats. I wanted to send some super chats. Oh, man. I'm going to have to get something good to give you guys. I'm going to start giving away prizes for super chat. Terry Garr was hot all the time. Terry Garr, yeah. We talked about earlier on the pop. I don't know if you were here Chris, for the pop culture in the morning. We talked about Terry Garr then also. So it's been a Terry Garr day for sure. Young Frankenstein, Mr. Mom, Close Encounters. Man, she did a lot of stuff. The Worf episode is called Parallels, and it's from season 7. Yeah, that's a really, really good one. I really like. That's one of my favorites. Another one's when the ship blows up over and over again. Remember, it's like the Groundhog Day episode, which I don't really understand. At the end, they find out they've been in this time loop, but then they contact a starbase to see how many days they were in that loop. It seems like they were in that loop and went back in time. They wouldn't have lost any time because they were in that loop. I don't know. The time ones you can always scratch your head and it messes with you. I think that's the one with Frasier and Kelsey Grammer. I think that's the one with him on there also. And ain't it funny, the Next Generation crew, they figured it out, in a couple of days or a week. But that Kelsey Grammer crew, they were in their ship doing that loop over and over again for like 35 years. You think that by then they would have caught on to, it didn't take the Next Generation to pick up on the clues from having deja vu. Time passed in the loop for everyone. Yeah, but time loop episode was called Cause and Effect. You're right, yeah. Yeah, it seems like if they went back in time each time, then that starbase technically was back in time, so they wouldn't have lost any time when they came out of that loop. You know what I'm saying? Now, I guess I'm looking too much into it. And what's the one where they all forget who they are, and then the alien dresses up like one of the Starfleet guys? He's like second in command, but they all know who he is. I like that. That's a good one too. Oh, Wild West Worf episode. Oh, the Worf cowboy one. Yeah, Data. Data's really great in that one where he plays the sleazy hoe of the town too. I don't know why I still got this picture up here. Why didn't y'all tell me there? Only the loop repeated. Yeah, so it seems like anybody flying around the loop would say, look at the. It looks like it. Yeah, see, if the loop only repeated, what would happen if they called their base? What if they called a star base while they were in that loop? Would that star base have been in the real time, or was it been in the loop also? Again, I'm just overthinking everything too much here. Oh, I'm not a married man. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Cue the Robin Hood episode. The one with the abandoned ship and the minefield was awesome. I remember that. I can't remember much about it. I know which one you're talking about. It was a good one. I like the one of my favorites is the one where Scotty shows up, where they're stuck in a transporter and they bring Scotty back. I really, really love that one. There's Brian feeling sorry for me over here complaining about super chats. This stream could have been entirely spoken in Klingon. I should have done that. A whole thing in Klingon. Here's your random chat. Let's give you a random chat here. Here goes. That one's not playing. Why isn't that one playing? Okay, I don't know why that one's not playing. So you don't get that one. You get this one.
Whenever you take a notion to, I don't aim to put you out none.
So thank you for that super chat. Means a lot. Means a lot. The Scotty episode. Yeah, that's a really good. I really, really like that one. Of course, you have Best of Both Worlds. Everyone's going to call that one out. The one where Picard lives a whole different life. That's another one. Well, guys, we are over an hour in, and don't check out the video I did today. I think you will really like it. Maybe I picked the wrong title for it. It's about a dealer that goes out, finds some incredible Star Wars stuff, and makes a profit. But check it out. He also found some rare baseball cards and stuff. He's the luckiest dealer there is. But again, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for hanging out. And we'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. for Pop Culture in the Morning.